little prayer to Mom, God, and the universe. Please grant us clarity. Grant everyone here peace and love who comes in here tonight and talks to us. Um, and grant us, if anybody comes and asks us questions, please grant us the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to help anybody who actually asks for help. And we thank you for granting us that clarity, for granting us that knowledge, and for granting us the bounty of the people that come in here to talk to us tonight. And amen. Um, so from there, we will
Then
go with 0 people since there's nobody here yet. What I will do, if I can find the right tool for it, is put stuff in chat,
and we do.
um, including pinning one of the things to chat. So if you go back and you watch this, and you're watching this not on live, but you're watching it, well, as a time traveler, kind of, then go and like and subscribe and everything else, and also go to the channel description and donate to one of the donate buttons as well. Still trying to work out all this stuff because,
Like and
well,
subscribe
things are
to
busy.
his channel, which is at TomSpy77, which is what we're doing Love is All on. And also go to my channel, which is at Love is All. It's on at Love is All.
Ooh, that's kind
Go
of
to
a.
Love is All.
I just
Yes.
realized that's kind of a cool lighting effect with holding a laptop right there. It's like all in my face.
And then
Um,
we get enough subscribers on mine, then we can do them on both. See, that's good.
so actually, since you mentioned that, the first thing I'll do for the one person who joined us, thank you for joining us, is put.
Hello.
Let me see here for a
Oh,
second.
so I need to say hello on live chat. Where's my live chat? How come it's not showing it this time?
Really, there's
Oh,
nothing
it did some
else
sort
on
of
my
weird
live.
update. I have more buttons on my screen than I did before. Like
Probably
choices.
because
I
you
have
did
more
some kind of
choices on the
menu.
side of my screen. Well, no, they weren't there before. There's a new one and it even has blue. Oh, interesting. Woo! Look!
Great.
How do I go out of this? Oh, I see. I can literally do something like this. Look where I'm at.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, cool, huh? Your Mountain National
That is.
Forest. Mountain Forest.
62464. Why don't I see the live chat on my screen up here, though? That's the question. But hi, everybody. You got 3 people in here. How you guys doing? Um, there is stuff in live chat. For some reason,
I like
I
that
cannot see
picture.
it. Oh, it is a cool picture. Thank you for the like. Why can I not see chat on the
I did
screen in
that.
front of me? I can only see it on the laptop. So I think I may have to watch the laptop because I do not see the live chat in the bottom of my screen, which is a shame because
Hello.
that's easier to read. So hello to 8 people here. Just so you know, this is Love Is All. This is number 8. Um, long story short, we have to get down to still writing that. Love Is All is where you can talk to us about anything you have to talk about, but mainly it's about what it says in the tin. Love is all. It's also about going forward in love and being together and forging a community. And eventually we'll be a charity that'll reach forward and help other people out. There are donate buttons. There's one pinned in chat to a temporary donation source. Those donations at the moment will go to growing this channel and also to getting us through daily day-to-day life as we go forward, because she actually has been approved for SSI, which is a glorious thing. I'm still waiting, but that's okay. But more importantly, there's a lot of stuff going on.
I'm waiting for it to finish though. Like
Okay,
I did
go
everything. I
ahead.
got it approved for medical, but yeah, I'm just waiting for it to come through the rest of the way.
You're good. I really wish I could get chat to pop up on there, but I cannot.
I'm not able to how come I'm not able to put the chat thing? I'm not able to
You guys
chat.
believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe in Jesus Christ. Crash J, I do believe in Jesus Christ. She does believe in Jesus Christ. Whether or not you believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God itself, like a lot of Muslims don't believe that, he is also a very strong prophet, and his messages, regardless of any background information, are not particularly wrong. As a matter of fact, they're very much right, which is something we talked about last time. Um, but I need to find an alternate way of seeing chat because I can't see you guys talking. And that's like the main thing. So the question is, oh, wait a minute, I have an idea. So I'll be easily
I don't
easier
know
to see
what's
it.
going on, Thomas, but for some reason you don't have me as set to be able to chat. Like I can't write anything.
It's not me.
My
It's
my
the.
thing's
I
not
don't
coming
have
up.
chat either on there. I don't
What's
have
going
chat
on?
either on there. Without starting it, it's probably just a glitch in the system, so to speak.
All right, fine.
Because the only thing I've had on is that.
The Crash Day, bless you as well. So you've had a
So
good
thank you for the
Sunday.
like. At the moment, I
Are
cannot
you?
see, but I'll be able to see shortly.
I should go to my room where I'm at.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. But thank you for guys for being here. I'm trying to get up to speed here because I wasn't expecting to not be able to see what everybody's saying without looking at there. So let me utilize this.
Difficulties.
Not be able to see what everybody's saying. Wow, so what potato is she using to record? Um, well, she is using a Idaho potato to record because she's in Oregon, so Idaho's right next door, and she used to live in Boise, so most likely an Idaho potato. Yay, God bless you guys. Jesus is King and He is our Holy Father. Thank you for saying that.
Okay, I'm back.
Came from Kings. Let's see. Don't need to do that. So, what
That
potato?
was
They want to know
my
what potato.
own picture. I have a whole
They want to
bunch
know
of
what potato
them.
you're
I actually
using.
just yeah, that was the potato. Wait, are we talking about this or the picture
No, what
that I
they're
had
saying
up there
is that
before?
because of this your end, and it is kind of pixelating, so it's a
Oh, is
joke,
it
an
really
online
bad?
joke.
Do you want me
You're
to
recording
try
through a
to put it
potato.
on? I can put it on Wi-Fi. Tell me if it gets better, okay? I
Oh,
need to
well,
look at
yeah,
it
if
for
you're
the
going to be
other
on
phone.
Wi-Fi,
I
it's going
think
to
that would
clear it
be
up
better.
significantly.
Maybe it depends because around here there's certain times of night where they slow everything down. So
Okay.
we'll see.
What's up, Unk? I'm ready. You're mine, but that's okay. So that was from Dexter.
Is that
And
any better?
it's actually Dora the Explorer who was asking you what potato you were filming on, which is kind of rude for Dora. You went from teaching people Spanish to making really rude comments about people's live streams. That's a big jump, but I take it you're going through your teenage years by now, or maybe even your early adult years. But to get down to stuff without being able to see chat, without looking down at it, a lot of stuff is going on this week. We both went to church today. I went to, which I have here, so we can give them, even though it's
Hey, it's too
backward.
cool.
Oh, you can see it now?
What?
Okay.
No, it's still backwards, but yeah, Emmanuel
Oh, no,
Christian.
no, no, no. What I mean is, I thought you were talking through chat. G'day from Australia.
I can see the
G'day from
chat.
Australia.
I mean, it's good
Oh,
that
you
you're.
can.
I can't
Okay,
see
you
it,
can
but
see
it's
the
good
chat.
that you're saying. Listen, it's good that you're talking to them. Yes.
Me too. I'm not sure about that though, or what that. Um, However, I guess it's a form of religion. And hello, Giovanni. Uh, but yeah, basically we both went to church. I went to this Emmanuel Christian Reformed Church, even though it's backwards. Give them a nice shout out, just in case anybody from there is watching, or eventually the pastor watches these videos from that church. Because that was the thing.
Hold on.
Tomorrow
Okay,
night, I
let
am
me,
actually
let
going
me.
to meet with him.
I don't actually need these right now, but I'm gonna put them on just for fact.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Okay.
Let's all do that. Let's all do that together. Let's all just put on glasses for effect. Everybody at home, you just put on your glasses and Just do it for
I will
effect.
sing to the Lord, for
Um,
he is highly exalted. Sorry, that wasn't from today. That's from Exodus 15:1. But anyway, I was on my page. It was on the page, so I had to read it. That's just all there was to it. Okay. So yes, today that was last week. 3, 2.
oh, hey, it's the fishing people. Yes, we are the fishing people, apparently, because there was a lot of talk last week or last time about fishing. So, yes, we are the fishing people. We're mostly fishing for
Hey, I
lovely
have I
stuff.
have I
If you would
have
like a
that on
subscription,
my here. Let me show you where I fished before. Right
she fished in a green lake. That's a green lake back
here.
there. It's radioactive.
No, it's a river. It goes around the corner. See here. That's
Hi,
like the
Hugo
start on
Ray.
this side, and
How
then it goes
ridiculous having
around.
to see here and seeing what's going on. Well, that is a very
I
beautiful backdrop, though.
have video too. Well,
That is
I
a
have a
very
ton
beautiful
of
backdrop.
pictures
I'll give
here.
you
I have a
that.
ton of pictures. I haven't even looked at them all
Um,
yet because they're from Friday. It's
Inner
Mount
city says
Hood
steep banks are good spots
Forest,
on the river,
outside of Portland.
whereas Clipcast says Psalm 82:6 says, "I said you are God, Son of the Most High, all of you." So thank you for that. That's a nice comment.
That's the sun.
But
Thank you.
what I was originally talking about is that I tomorrow will be meeting with the pastor of that church because I believe it's because a lot of stuff we discussed, including this channel, including the future plans to make it a charity that helps people out, and was even talking about what we did here together as a group last time we were live, where we had talked to people and even people that came in here to randomly troll us on the internet eventually left with a sense of respect for each other and a sense of respect for what we're doing. And I'm very grateful for that and very grateful for you guys feeling that way by the end of the night. Um, but that is what's going on tomorrow. Because I was going to I'll be going back. I'm meeting him at 6. And then also, too, I'll be going back to the Buddhist temple, which we talked about last week. I can't see what it says, Life Source. I saw this from the church.
Sorry, it says
Um,
Life Spring
Spring. Well,
Church.
it's backwards. Give me a
And
give me a,
I
give
know
me
it
some
is,
credit.
and that says beauty from ashes. That was the sermon today. We have
Isaac
Romans
Newton.
8:28 through 39 and 2 Corinthians 4:7 through 11. And he added a whole bunch of verses, and I wrote all those down too.
So we have a couple interesting ones
Well, not
here. Slender Man.
actually, no, not to
Slender,
that one. Tonight he added a whole bunch more
well,
verses. That was tonight.
well, hold on for a second. We have a couple interesting ones out here. Slender Man says, which I'm surprised that you're not scaring people, says Jesus loves you all. Why? Meanwhile, Isaac Newton says buy Bitcoin. He's a smart man. Maybe you should listen to him.
I
He
did
invented
yesterday, actually. I did. I did. I moved
he
over
invented
some of the earnings that I
he
already had from
well,
some stock, and
well, I mean, you are
that
talking to the person that
it
invented
wasn't a whole
gravity, or is it
bunch,
mavity?
but I did.
You're talking to a person who invented mavity or gravity there, which mavity is a Doctor Who joke if nobody gets it. But
Anyway, should
anyway,
I go
so
back or just leave it? I don't know what to
no,
do.
you can leave
I
it.
don't
It's
know
a
if
nice
anybody
background.
likes that, or if
It's
it's
a nice
better to have the
background.
actual background that's here.
No, it's a nice background. You got 24 people here. I encourage the 24 people here, if you haven't already, to like, subscribe, and donate. There's a donate button pinned in chat. Like and subscribe costs nothing. It'd be great to get this channel up to
Useless.
1,000. But anyway, so tomorrow I am going back to the Buddhist temple to learn more meditation. At 6 o'clock, I meet the pastor of the church that I just showed you guys, where I went today for the first time, and it was a good time to be had by there at all. And of course, coming in there was a nice extra nice day because they had their fellowship potluck as well, which is just interesting. A lot of good food and a lot of good cooks, obviously, at that church. But also, we're encouraging you guys here with 29 people now that's kind of filling up and 15 minutes in that if you got any questions, comments, concerns, anything,
Blueberries.
um, let us know. You guys should definitely talk about McRibs. Well, I can tell you that I haven't really I've eaten one since the 90s, and I'd probably rather eat that blueberry because the last time I had a McRib, it was absolutely horrible. I don't know why I liked those things 20 years ago, but I did not like the one I had recently. So that's the thing on a McRib. What state are you guys in? She's in Oregon. I'm in
Oregon.
Illinois. And hello from Massachusetts for Kathleen Bellevue or
Chrissy wants a
Bellevue, and
blueberry.
Chrissy
These are
Davis
really good.
wants a. There you go. So she read that. She wants a blueberry. Um,
Hi,
so
Kathleen.
everybody wants the blueberries. And apparently your fave blonde is in Oregon too.
England, yay.
Post Ferret Withram says he's in a terrible state. I don't know if he means
Hey, our
physically or
favorite blonde's in
mentally.
Oregon, yay.
Hello
Sorry.
from Pakistan from Ahmed. I don't want to slaughter your last name, Saklan.
I don't
Hello
have no
from
idea.
Yeah, UK is a terrible state,
I
isn't
don't
it?
read his first name.
Well, everybody's, in the Western world, everything's kind of crazy right now without getting into political things. That's why the best thing you can do is just kind of. But
Where's
for
Hugo
the
now? Where did Hugo say he was now? Or did he? Or she?
here's the
I'm
other
just
thing before I
assuming.
actually have to see this for a second is yes or no to pagan beliefs? Yes, because some of the pagan beliefs were some of the original forms of worship, and there's nothing wrong with even if you
Loving each
take a look at
other,
other things.
using oh, I don't know, things like blueberries to heal. I have a bunch of oils. I have a bunch of oils I use on people's feet. I mean, I really have anointed people's feet a long time ago. You go way close to Oregon, huh? Are you in Idaho? Because I just came from there and I'll be going back soon. um, okay, Alistair. I don't know what's up with you, but we prayed at the beginning of the show, just so you're all aware. If you want, you can go back and listen to prayer. We can do it again. That helps. Mm. Canadians? Well, I suppose that's okay, but do I really sound Canadian?
Can you do? Who? That was the same person. Is
No,
that the person from
no,
last
they
week?
have all sorts of different accents up there, but still, I don't use any of those words. Uh-huh.
Um,
I have
you are
friends
God
from
people.
Canada. I don't think I sound like them, but okay. Okay.
Wow, accelerant. Your name is pretty apt. Consider answer the question now. I don't know what the question was, but sure. To answer the thing about pagan beliefs, I believe that pagan beliefs, because I believe that's a much more
Oh,
interesting
I think
topic
the
than the
cat's
McRib.
upstairs. I'm
Um,
serious.
but anyway, I just want to address the thing about pagan beliefs. I think pagan beliefs were, if you think about it from that standpoint, pagan beliefs, worshiping the sun, worshiping the moon, worshiping the seasons, is really just worshiping God anyway, right? In a different way. So whether you call God the universe, whether you call it God, whether you say you pray to Jesus, whether you pray to the sun, whether you pray to the moon, you're still praying, whether you call it Mother Nature, you're still actually praying to God. It's just the different words that we use. It's a label. Labels are language is inefficient for something as grandiose as that. Worshipping the McRib would be kind of weird because the McRib kind of sucks. Um, who is that standing behind you? Hopefully, no one.
No,
Um,
he's just trying to like get something. That's all. That's what's going on.
the McRib is the kings
You
of
just
Lord of Lords,
ignore
wizards
that.
of wizards.
Just ignore it.
It's funny. I can't ignore it.
No, you didn't. Did
Um,
you read? Yeah, that whole thing. I just ignore it.
I probably missed some things that I wouldn't care for, but oh well. It's all right. Are you insulting my God? Where's my work battle? Harry Potter was just a pick.
You can believe what you want.
That whole Harry Potter line is not only
I'm not gonna
creative,
say
but
that's the best,
the
but
weirdest thing. I'm
you
not going
know.
to say it either, but it's the weirdest thing I've read in a while. So thank you for that. Well, Liam, I believe that's true. If there was one true God, it wouldn't be thousands of people over the globe saying there is a true one. Does not tell you all you need to know. It's a human creation. Be real. Wake up. But here's the thing. Um, you're right, but that's a human thing, isn't it? It's a very human thing to that is black, that is white, that is right, that is wrong. When you're talking about something that's in the religious vein or in the metaphysical realm, it gets a little bit different. Things stop using those labels and they just become what is. So love is, right? Everybody can feel love. Um, Everybody can feel connected to people around them. Everybody can feel connected to the earth. You can feel connected to your family. Feel connected to people around you in your neighborhood. You can feel connected to congregations at church. You can feel connected to your sons and daughters. And all of that is just an extension of love, which, if you have noticed, the name of the channel is Love is All. So, really, that is the basis, the baseline. And everybody bases that baseline on different things. Some base it on Jesus, like the place I was at today. It's a Reformed Christian church. They have their rock bed for everything is Jesus Christ, which is fine because Jesus Christ, no matter what you think of him, had some great lessons for everybody. Whatever label you want to put on him, whether you want to call him the Son of God, call him a great prophet, call him a Buddha, call him whatever, he is still teaching valuable lessons that help everybody through life. And if you take into Buddhist philosophy, because we talked about Buddhism last week, and going to a Buddhist temple, that's more of a philosophy than a religion. Well, it is worship, practice as a religion, and some of the same values are in there. Some of the same values are in Wicca, which somebody else mentioned pagan beliefs. So if you go back to Wicca, if it harms none, do as thou will. So think about that. So if it harms none, which is harms none, so no harm, loving people, caring, not doing things, not having, trying to be. Can't believe in all religions they all teach different things, but that's the thing, they don't. They don't teach different things. They teach the same thing, just differently. It's like, since we love the McRib so much, let's take the McRib. You have the McRib, and then you have other barbecue beef sandwiches, and some of them wouldn't take much, would be superior to the McRib. But it's at the end of the day, it's still a pressed patty of rib meat, with barbecue sauce on it. But they just have different names and labels and wrappers and everything else. But it's still the same thing underneath. It's just a difference of where you buy it from and where you shop for your rib-based meat products. Um, but fundamentally underneath, it's all the same stuff. If we stop focusing on how we dislike other people's beliefs, and if we stop bickering over little semantics, and I mean, I can
There we
put that
go.
even beyond religion. It's about nations and colors and genders and religion, and we actually got together and cared about each other, we can make much more progress than sitting here bickering about what's real and what's not. What's real is what's real to you. Whatever you feel in here, that's what matters. So,
So wake up and see the beautiful world around you. If you are loving each other, if we are loving and kind to each other, and this is what I will say over and over again, probably for the rest of my life. If we are loving and kind to each other, then we actually grow as people. We grow our intelligence. We grow our ability to see all the amazing things that are happening around us that are beautiful, that are wonderful, opportunities that come up. We can actually see those. We're not pushing them away because of fear or anger. When we love thy neighbor, we are doing amazing things and amazing works with each other. Love is All is going to be a nonprofit. We are working on it right now. We have a tentative board, and we have a temporary one right now, but we are working on finalizing the last people in the main board so we can do that. So we can file for a nonprofit. What I'm saying is that we are loving thy neighbor. Okay, that is what we're doing. We are working to bridge gaps and bring people together, and that is what loving is. um,
okay.
that is what most of all of these religions that have love as their base, that is what they teach. And if we were to only focus on that and let go of pushing our own beliefs on each other. Like if I can believe in Jesus, that should be fine with anybody. I'm not harming anyone. I can also believe that Wicca has a place in this world. Okay, I can believe that uh, that paganism has a place, that Judaism has a place, that Hinduism has a place, that all of these different religions that you know Everything in the East has a place because I have learned so much from the Japanese and
Well,
the
yeah.
Koreans
Well, it's
and,
funny. Somebody
Chinese. I have
mentioned.
learned so much about love, so
Well,
much from their
well, here's the
stories.
thing. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. When it comes down to the thing where the guy says down here the McRib destroyed the Death Star, which was actually Luke Skywalker. But the point is that that movie series, Star Wars, came from a lot of Eastern philosophies, and that was my first taste of my own faith. And besides being raised as a Christian and having the church as a kid, I felt learned a lot of things through that. There's something that wasn't even technically real either. I mean, that is a fiction based on other things, but yet it can teach you wonderful
I
lessons.
have studied a bunch of religion, Mike Coates, or
But I also
quite a
want to
bit
say,
actually. So if you have something specific you want to say, fine, say it. But I'm literally
here's,
saying
but hold on,
that these
I
are
want to,
about
I
love.
want, I also want to say to Bunda Punisha, who's here, who's the guy who asked for rap battles all last time, who wanted the rap battles. He's here, and he said hi to me, so I wanted to say hi back. And
We
definitely
want to
one
have
at a
a place
time,
where we can all talk to each other. So this is it. We're talking to each other. This is amazing. Thank you all for being
And
here.
Chrissy Davis keeps on
Please be
asking
respectful
about
to each
how
other. Thank
to
you.
spell or get rid of evil spirits. There's a lot of different things about that, isn't there? Across things, everything from exorcisms to
Say thank you,
sage
God,
to
for
many
protecting
things.
me. If
And
you're
the
afraid
first thing
for
you can
some
do, right? The
reason.
first thing you can do is return to prayer and return to talking to the universe and talking to God or talking to Mother Nature, whatever you choose. And,
Staying calm.
having that be your guide.
Yes.
As far as any specifics, I would need to know a lot more details, but
Calmness in your spirit. If you're strong, um, there's a calmness that washes over you, and
you're welcome.
I, yes, ever since I was little, there's a calmness.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. It's always fun going on here late at night because you always get the most eclectic and alive people. Benny, 1966 from Canada,
100%.
says, "You're strong if you had God in your life. If not, you are weak." I don't think God makes weak people. I think God makes people and the universe makes people to at different values at different times. Everybody learns their lessons in different moments. So I don't think God actually makes weak people or the universe makes weak people. I just think it has people that have to go through lessons to learn other lessons to progress. Um,
Okay, Liam, I just want to say a few things. First of all, please be kind to each other. I would appreciate that.
right.
Alcatraz said love is patient, love is kind. It keeps no account and all of that. Liam Finley, you wrote what I actually was wanting to respond to was you were talking about imaginary man about Christianity, and you wanted us to just say that it's just Christianity was just to teach moral manners and etc. And that we get a lot more. It's not about the number of followers. Okay, we just started anyway, so we have our views have been very, very good, so that's fine. But this is not about just getting followers. I am actually getting a whole bunch of people to work together in partnership in Love Is All, as well at the same time. So I'm meeting all sorts of people that can help benefit that. And then at the same time, we're talking to all of you. We're sharing love. We're talking about something that is actually difficult. We did not mean to start talking on the religion side of everything quite so quickly, but I guess it happened, so it happened. It's the name, I know it is, and that's fine. Um, but I'm not going to badmouth any religion unless they're harming people, animals, that sort of thing. Unless they're like full on outright saying that their teachings are doing that, and unless that's happening, and even then I'm not going to badmouth them so much as say this is what's right and what they're doing, no. But like that for the ones that are doing those bad things, whatever they are. But I'm not in the business of putting down people's beliefs, okay? Because wherever you
Wow.
start your journey with or without God, if you think you're walking without God and that God's not around you and then it's all your head and you know everything, then good luck. It's not going to be as good of a life. And there's parts of that that it's like you need that you need to fill that in. We have a need for it. So whether or not so I know what I believe. I believe God is real, but I'm going to say something. Whether or not God is real for everybody else, that if you just make the choice to act like God is real and tell yourself that for a while, know that you can come out of it at any point in time. And I do that with things sometimes. I do mental exercises. So you can go there and then you can look around your life and you can see what happens when you do that. And you can see little miracles and you can see amazing things happening. And I guarantee you it works. And then when you see that, because you've just decided you're going to believe, then you do believe. I mean, and if you don't want to, you really don't want to. There's people that don't want to believe because they're afraid they're going to be judged and all this sort of thing. Don't worry about that. Hence that do not judge lest you be judged. Right? Right.
Couple things. Addressing Liam, where he says he follows common sense. But the thing is, what makes you think that common sense and spirituality are mutually exclusive, or that they have to be mutually exclusive?
We can
They
talk
don't
about
have to
something
be.
else if someone has another
I
topic.
mean, we can too. I mean, me and Stephanie
Or we can
both
do
are
we
big
write. I'm a writer.
logical. I mean, well, not only that, but I mean, you know,
Oh,
from
now I
both
have to
of
plug
us
in
that
my phone so you guys can look at the
we are
picture.
both
Here,
very,
change it for a minute.
we are both very logical people. You know, in some ways. By the way, Dolores Umbridge, you definitely seem to be taking on that mantle exceptionally well. Um, and then
Yeah,
going
tell me
to
which picture you
back
like
to
better. I'm gonna leave it there for a minute.
and then going back to Chrissy, for
Ooh.
example, I know
Oh,
things that
I'll
are
just leave
harmful,
that
but I
one.
have a hard time to stay
Be
away.
right back.
Like she cannot control herself or urges. Um, I believe exclusive, even like I said, of religion, controlling urges and habits, and takes a lot of self control and a lot of self reflection.
God really
Sometimes
can't
you
help
can
with
find that
that,
self
or
reflection
just the
through
belief in
religion.
God
Sometimes
can
you
help with that.
right. Well,
That's
that's
what
what
I
I'm saying.
said.
Sometimes you can find that path to self reflection through religion, through God, through Jesus, through
I
Buddha,
have to plug in my
through
phone.
whatever deity you choose to worship. But you can also find it through yourself. You can also find it through. Wow, that's really trippy. The bed keeps on flipping into
I
the river.
know. It's because I'm plugging in my
Um,
phone and it's like acting all weird, and I'm trying to get
I
it
was just
back
like
onto
watching the
my.
river, and all of a sudden a bed appeared on the river. It was like some kind of really bad unsolved mysteries from the '80s.
I could just turn the camera off. Is probably what I should have done. But now that I have my
That's
hands full.
fine.
Sorry. Uh,
Common sense is
man,
subjective. I
this is the
feel
first time I've had to plug it in while I've been on it.
put it this way,
Uh,
Liam. If
this
I
way.
used to my first impressions, like I said, of God or the universe was through Star Wars. Okay, it was the first thing I really had a deep belief in. So if you look at it, what about that? That could be proven through science, possibly. That one day we might discover there's an energy that does surround everything,
It makes
and
sense
there,
that God science would prove God and God would prove science. Like these things should be
right.
together, otherwise there is no God. So yeah,
Thank you, River.
that's why so many scientists are artists, and so many scientists have come to know God, like literally because of their work. They never did believe, and now they do. I am a kind of a science geek, and I do like following all of that, quantum physics
Considering
and
a
all sorts of
conscious never
things.
exists, you could say, but I just believe in a faith. No, it's
All
not the
right,
unicorns are a
stay
little bit
camera.
different.
Oh man,
More technical difficulties. But
maybe I'll
here's the
just
one
hold it.
thing.
I'll just hold it. I'll just hold it for a while.
I
God wants me to
mean,
hold it for some reason. I guess I'm gonna hold it. As soon as I get it plugged
oh, I
in.
can't hold that one. Oh, wait. No. I meant to do it to you. That's just a bit too much. Yeah. I mean, Liam, I mean, here's the thing. I love that you're coming here and doing this. And it seems to be, as soon as we do get on top of religion, a weekly theme for somebody to come out and kind of attack those beliefs. or at least to have the opposite side of the coin, which is fine. It's a free world to me.
Well, of
If
course that's gonna
if whether you
happen. Of
believe or not, even
course.
if right, well, of
It
course,
wouldn't
but
be a
even if you
normal
go,
conversation with everybody if it
let's
didn't.
say you're fully on board with God, there's even things in the Bible itself where God gave everybody free will. So you're exercising the same free will to say that you don't particularly agree with what everybody else believes, and that's fine. You're taking a more logical approach, and that's fine. I'm in this space because of what the name of it is. There is no wrong answers. There are things that we'd rather not have. The bickering, back talking, name calling, all these other comments, the whole McRib debacle. But besides that, it's an open
I'm
space. You
Stephanie,
guys
by
talk
the
about
way.
anything.
That's Thomas.
Yes. Um, so that's the thing with that. Look at those eyes. I'm getting McRib. Either of you.
Stephanie means little star, and Grace. I don't know.
Right.
I just
That's
dropped a bunch of stuff, but it's not that kind of Grace. Now is
Alistair.
it?
Alistair
Apparently
McLeod. Two
Princess
questions
too,
for
but
you.
I forget that one.
Alistair. Two questions for you. One, are you? It says McLeod. There can be only one. And two, are you just like some kind of like butt put McRib because there's like two other people in chat that now want a
No,
McRib?
it's a meme and a joke, and I just that's why I said I would just ignore the whole McRib thing, but you just keep saying it, so
Well, it's like Pee Wee's Playhouse. That's the word of the day, I guess, is McRib.
no.
Stephanie, I can see her. I like challenging the way people think may be rude. I'm just curious to others' opinions and why they have them, and that's perfectly fine. That's what the space is for too. Bring in
Because
those ideas as long as you're bringing them in good faith and in love. That's fine, man. To
here,
do
I'm
it.
gonna show you
I
my. I'm
mean,
gonna take my background back off again. Here, I'll just. Hopefully, I can hold it
okay.
still. As soon as I get it where I want it. Okay.
Well, as long as you don't see a bed through a river anymore, that's fine by me. That was kind of spooky.
What? There was a bed through the river. Oh, when I was moving it. I'm having a hard time holding it still entirely. I have a hard time sitting still. Oh,
That can't be good.
hands want to do something. I like to write.
Uh, what in the world is instant freeze water, my friend, and why do you want it so bad?
Oh, forget it. I'll just put
Um,
the background back on. I think it works better before I have to hold it. Sorry, go ahead.
and now we're quoting Three Dogs Night with the McRib thing. That's a nice background too. Is that another photo that you took in the national
Yep,
park?
I have a whole bunch of them just from one day. I mean, now I have a whole bunch of them from all over the place. So yes, I
Oh
see
my
God in
god.
nature quite often. Yes,
Um,
I write about it.
mhm.
I write, I pray, and I write. And guess what? You know what happens? My writing happens, literally, and I do mean that.
I will say one thing to everybody, including Alistair and everybody else. If you guys are having any kind of fun here, obviously 13 people have liked, always appreciated. Subscribing is always nice. Donations are even better. If you think we just jumped out of the pool, you can buy us a towel. But yeah, essentially, the reason I
How
started up
about
religion is
I
because
have a poem? I can read a poem.
you
We
can.
could we
But I
could
was going to
shift
say
this a
this
little. We're in charge of this conversation.
before you read the poem. I'll just say this: part of the reason I probably jumped into religion automatically is it's Sunday, and so she went to church, I went to church, and then tomorrow I go to a Buddhist temple, and then I go meet a pastor. So it was kind of what was on the menu, so to speak, one way or the other for this show because it's Sunday.
My favorite verse, by the way, Jeremiah 1:5. I knew you before you were born. That was my favorite. Also, I love Song of Songs, the whole thing. Yes, fell in love with God that way, and also understood what love is, will be, all that. So yes. Where did the poem go? There it is. Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we
I
need a
am ready.
moderator in here right now. That would be helpful.
I know. Unfortunately, I don't think Vids or um, Cheryl is here at the moment. They were the two that were doing a majority of that. There are other people that have wrenches on this channel, but I'm not sure where they're at. So it all depends what they're on. I think there's like 6 people.
Okay, so this one I wrote in 2019. This book has stuff in it from like all sorts of time periods. See,
And
I
hello,
can't even
Tommy
read
T Bone Davis, by the way, before she starts.
it. I'm talking about God, by the way, but you can think whatever you want. I love him. I do. Light brightened, world awakened, daylight climbed, night too. Our souls rejoice. Roughness is smooth. Clarity rises. Love for all futures. Always was, now is. In unison, in union, tandem. Our view, our love, our eyes, soul, heart, words spoken aloud. We love. We rest in each other. One. Peaceful joy. So that was one that I wrote right about the time I was coming up with Love is All 1 and Love is All as a name. So hence I have quite a few writings that are much like that, but different depending on the time period. Like 2020 and 21, I was up in Portland in 2020 and 2021, and working in the middle of the roads. Sometimes on the side, but usually in the middle. And so I have quite a bit of writing about the people up there and my connection with them when I was there. So it was interesting because the city was shut down except for a few vendors.
And
Oh, a Philly cheesesteak place that's really good at Pioneer Courthouse Square. That was really good. They're really good people too. And
that's almost
then
religion in and of itself.
it was it is because I was like, is a lunch, is a lunch, is a lunch. I didn't always get it because money and everything, but oh man, so good. I love food. I have to eat it because of my medical conditions. So like,
Right.
mhm.
Well, yeah, yeah. But somebody asked about said church and Buddha,
I'm
and I,
not from
like I said, I don't
Portland,
think
just
that.
so you know. Not at all. I'm more from the country and everything. Somebody asked about what?
No, somebody said basically church and Buddha, which just to reiterate, I don't think the two are so mutually exclusive as people think. Go compare the
I don't know why
things
anybody would
that
think
Buddha
they are.
said.
Buddhism is not a religion.
Well, it said church and Buddha, uh, drinking coffee and soda. Yes. Um,
I mean, I know quite a few Christian Buddhists, so
And Benny, 1966, says it looks like the trolls are everywhere, and said, "Since you have a channel, you must spread the word of God. This is your
Sandy,
time."
Oregon. Yay!
Okay, Marcel, of course.
I was just up there kind of by I just Estacada. I go there quite often. That's this picture right here was taken just up the road from that in Mount Hood National Forest.
And Kendall, I'm glad you're curious about that. But I mean, to me, when I looked at Buddhism as a philosophy, even, it was the same kind of loving and the same kind of steps going forward to what you can do to improve your life by living in the now and by and everything else. When I did the Buddhist meditation, we ended with prayer, and the prayer was basically kindness, love, being nice to animals, being nice to people, and everything else that you'd expect to come out of modern religion or the Son of God like Jesus, or to some people a prophet like Jesus, depending on where your particular religious beliefs are, um, which is the thing.
Alistair, if you want me to talk about my first experience with God, I can do that. I was actually the first one that I know for sure. I was like 4.5, 5, and uh, like I like the trees and nature and everything. And I used to go outside and sing and dance. And I started having dreams about flying, but not really flying. And I heard God say, because I would get really scared. I'd be like on the edge of I'd be on the edge of something and I'd be falling.
I start to fall off, and then I wake up like really, really scared, and it was all freaking out. And I couldn't control my dreams or anything then, and I would just be scared, super scared. And then my parents didn't go to church or anything, so at that point in time, I mean, they did when I was, my mom did when I was younger, a little younger, but she was young herself, and then my grandma did, but I wasn't around her, so until later. So basically, at 4, I hadn't really been around church a whole lot or anything like that. I mean, my dad believes in God and is spiritual, as he would say, but he doesn't like going to church. And I do understand that. So anyway, I had this experience where I would be afraid of in my dreams quite a bit. And then God literally came to me and told me that I could control my dreams. He said that I didn't need to be afraid, and that when I got close to the edge, go ahead and let myself fall off, and then I would end up flying, like almost like then I would just take off and fly, and it would be totally fine. And so that is exactly what I did in my dreams, and then I would fall, and then I would fly, and I'd be fine. And then after a while, I learned that anytime I got scared, all I had to do was just calm myself and breathe. And like I was doing this at like 4.5 years old. And then I would have these dreams where I would walk along with my parents, and I'd be like behind them or next to them, and they wouldn't see me. They would know I was there, but they wouldn't see what I was doing. I was actually like hovering above the ground. And I know lots of kids have dreams like this. And my parents were fighting, and we had moved a bunch, and so there was a lot of stress at home. And I understand, why I would have some of these dreams. God was there with me the entire time, and I would be outside, and I'd be happy and playing, and all these kids that were older than me actually skipped grades. Um, and so I had quite a few things to like be afraid of in my life. Honestly, I've had abuse and rapes and not such fun things. So anybody that says being a woman is easy, huh. But anyway, it's not. But with God, it is ton easier. Okay, it is
I
because
just
like
wanted to
it
state, oh,
makes more peace here, some more peace.
which I don't know
And
where that
yeah,
went, but
don't be. Let's see where we got this. I try not to say don't and not as much as possible. Apologize if I do say it once in a while. Let's see. Uh,
I just wanted to say too, when somebody said don't disrespect Buddhism, I've loved Buddhism for a long time, and the reason I want to go back to the Buddhist temple tomorrow is to learn meditation, which they
Don't.
offered
It's
me to
okay.
do. So there is no disrespect at all. Trust me. Um, um,
What is Hugo saying about deleting all monitoring? What is he talking about? I'm
I'm not
sorry.
sure,
I'm trying to catch up here.
which
I'm
is
trying. I want to catch
there's
up.
so many there's so many posts
It's
about
like you
the
guys are like
wanting
type,
to
type,
get
type, type,
rid of.
which is good. That's good. I'm glad you're talking. Oh, they're saying that you're not paying attention, and that when I was talking about being raped and physically abused in other ways, as well as emotionally tormented, um, you were not paying attention. And
Well, I know your
he said
background,
it
so
more
I
than once,
um,
and that they almost got you to laugh at the joke, which you really shouldn't be doing, and because you don't know what it
I,
is. I do.
well,
I mean, I figured it out based on what they said. Mhm. Thank you,
I don't
Mike.
know. And Mike Coates said something nice. That's nice. Why does this name sound so familiar? Were you here before, Mike? I think you might have been, because the name. I think you were here last time. I believe.
Yeah, he has a funny look on his face. It's because when he stares at things, sometimes he doesn't realize the faces he's making. I've noticed that since we started doing this, especially. And I apologize, my phone's bouncing around. Or my head, I'm bouncing around. My phone will be charged here soon, and then I can, well, hopefully, the plug stays in the wall.
Well, part of it is I have to read through this thing because for some reason there is no chat on my screen, on this screen. There is chat on this one. Unfortunately, I have to read it this way. I'm used to looking forward and looking at you guys.
I'm starting to think I should just get the other charger. But hey, okay, I need to look at what's going on here. Hey, Mr. Matisse. Yeah, you can have some rainbows and gold, and that's fine. I mean, I spaced it. I went to church in green. Everyone says, well, you're gonna have to wear that next week. I'm like, wait, why? Oh, that's right. St. Patrick's Day, and I'm Irish. You think I'd get that? Well, technically, Norwegian fighting Norwegian Irish. So we came in there, and then we helped them fight. They ran with their shirts off, and I'm also Native American, so I got that going for me too. As far as this whole
Um, well, boss, I
nature
think it's about as real
situation,
as it gets.
it's in my blood for sure. This stream is real. Here, let me show you. I go back at it. These are my pictures, by the way. This was this last weekend, so I have a whole bunch of them. I'll just go back to my house. See, this is my home.
Hmm.
And let me show you something else if you don't believe this is real. Like, why would I possibly ever? Like, I have holes in my roof. Do you know what that is? That's a tarp, okay? And you know what I have upstairs? I'm in a shop. Okay, this is a bedroom in a shop uh, that I helped build. Anyway, um, that obviously that roof is not what we wanted to finish it, but we kind of had to do some little things here and there to get it done with the resources that we had available. So,
Let's see if I can do this.
but there's a cat that's up there. There's a tarp, and then there's another seal, like a thick piece of plastic up there as well. But there's a cat that decided it followed the rat that came up there. There was one rat that came in because of the fire smoke outside. So we had a rat that came in from the fire smoke. Then we had a cat well, I had a cat that I say we like he's here, but he's in a little way. Okay, I had a cat that came in and went up. I call it upstairs. It's just you know, it's my roof inside of this shop, and it was like walking on my roof, like because it's a tarp, and so and then things like falling on my head, and it's just like what's going on? I'd be like sleeping in here, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
what's happening? Things are falling on me. So it wasn't quite as
Thanks,
bad with
Mike.
the rabbit. Gross, gross. Yes, grumpy
Thanks,
cat.
Mike, by the way.
The
I
cat's
appreciate that
actually really
comment.
good. It
So,
got rid of the rat. Thank you. What did Mike say? Oh.
well, he said he's never been here before. He just came across this and happy that he did. You guys seem cool. I don't believe the things you do, but it's okay. Going to pray for you, all love. And that's, he kind of summed up the entire thing right there, honestly, Mike. Um,
I believe in God and Jesus, and that's fine if you don't.
well, that's what he's, but I mean, the respect is there, and that's what matters, uh, which is, what we hope happens. Um, I got rid of one person for wanting to brigade, basically, in a way, or get people to brigade in a different way. But yeah, we appreciate all you guys being here again. 23 people here, and please like and subscribe. Another person asked earlier. They said, "Do you guys pay God? What's the PayPal link for?" The PayPal link is at this point they kind of felt bust. Usually on Sundays, but we haven't been on all week, and nobody's honestly donated anything yet anyway. So if you want to be the first person ever to donate, please go ahead. But the point is,
The
usually on
first
Sundays we get to it
donation, though,
there.
is going to, we already decided, especially on a Sunday. Remember, now we decided anything on a Sunday automatically goes to help one of the nonprofits that I'm already working with. right?
Right. Yeah.
Because Love is All nonprofit is actually an organization to bring other nonprofits to work together, as well as
Oh,
individuals that
absolutely.
want to work on
That's
projects in their local communities. Okay, it could be a national project if you need help getting partnerships and getting
yeah.
memorandums of understanding. Agreements between agencies and people and having an oversight to take care of liability and something take care of the money. Not that we would take care of all your money, but what I'm saying is we're the group that's going to help you put all that together. I already have been doing that my whole life. Like really I have. um, I can list you a bunch of places you could go online to find for that information, like Kaiser Community Emergency Response Team and FEMA, and there's a publication there, and I'm on the very first one on the front page. Hey, so like on the front cover, so I'm there. And then there's a ton of other ones in Kaiser on Kaiser Times, and they still have a bunch up there. Um, I've done a lot of things since I was really young. So what I'm saying is, I know how to bring organizations together. I know how to work with agencies that are like, we don't want that liability. We don't want to deal with volunteers. We don't want to, we know that you want to do some good things in the community, but there's no place for that. And I'll be like, guess what? I bet you if I bring enough volunteers together and enough people in your community, including like your mayor or your city council people, because they want to do it too, I can get this done. And I can do it in a way that makes everybody happy. I mean, people kind of like see me coming. That's okay. I'm fine with that because they have a chance to get their things together, their questions together, and tell me what it is the reason that they feel like they can't do it. And I'll say, okay, let's do it. We'll bridge these gaps.
Um,
We'll take care of that problem for you. We'll fix it. And I have with a team of people around me, and I keep finding more people that want to work together and do projects together. And we already have, we're not reinventing the wheel here. Okay, we're not. We're just bringing all of
and
these
I
people together. So
and I would say obviously like on Sundays, that's definitely the main goal, and I'd even say another
fix
one
the roof.
come to
Right, yeah.
that church.
Oh yeah, so the first donation is gonna go to, I just totally spaced it, sorry guys. First donation is going to the food bank and the food pantry. It's a food bank, but it's going in directly. It's going directly to them in the form of, I have a propane tank here that needs to be inspected and recertified to make sure that it's good for the food bank. Okay, because it needs to be safe for the people that it's going to be heating outside while they stand in line and get cold and rained on and all those sorts of things when it does rain a whole bunch and people are wet and cold and hungry and they are waiting to get in the food bank. So we helped 80, like close to 80 families. I'm not sure what the number was this last week, but the week before was really, there was a bunch of people. So we've been averaging like between 60 and 70 for at least a month and a half. And that's actually up from how many families we had before. So it's been growing steadily. And it's making the lines longer, obviously. I came along and decided to help them, and I did just at the right times. That's what happens. I walk in right when there's a need. I'm like right there somehow. I'm telling you, it's God. Or just, I just somehow willed up all of these things. No, I've had these visions of what I'm gonna do my entire life. Ask anybody who's been around me or close to me. They'll tell you it's true.
I would
She's gonna write.
I would
She's gonna
also
write
say
songs.
too.
She's gonna sing. She's gonna act. I'm not sure where that one's gonna come in entirely. She's gonna, because I'm not acting now. So um, she's gonna build an organization. I didn't know it was gonna be an organization, but I did know that I was going to be bringing people like together in love. I did know that. Sorry, go ahead,
I
Thomas.
would also say I would no sorry. I would
I'm
also
embarrassed
say
now. I'm
that
like turning red. I feel embarrassed. I should just.
I would also say too that today when I went to this Reformed church, that I know that part of what they were taking donations for at the church during service was to, I forget what the location was, sadly, but they were basically sending
I
somebody
like
on a
double
mission.
cheeseburgers with extra pickle. And if they don't give you the extra pickle, then just Don't ask for lots of pickle, because it's better to say extra than lots. I'm just telling you right now. Huh. They used to tell me to say extra pickle. Now they're like, oh, you want extra, do you?
But I would say that too. That would be another target probably for Sundays. Would be I forget where they're sending the person, but they're sending somebody
Hey,
to another
Nick.
country to do
How you
relief work.
doing? You like your last name, her? I like her. Right here.
Wow, Taco Bell has entered the chat. Now there's an interesting one. I mean, the thing is, here's the weird thing. You figure either that person was on YouTube very early and took Taco Bell's name before they could get an account, or that actually is the Taco Bell account. Which one is it? I mean, obviously, it's probably not the real Taco Bell. Um, but well, it's funny you say tapeworms
Oh,
right before
that your
Taco Bell.
little thing about food insecurity being solved. I mean, come on. Uh, Obviously not. However, we are helping quite a bit, and I am working with other organizations to help with other things like heating and wood supply, cutting down wood without on people's property for them if they request it, and storing said wood so that it'll dry, and then giving that wood back to them and whoever wants it in the form of a delivery, uh, with it all cut up and dried and ready to go for their heating and cooking needs. And I'm telling you, like, this is a big deal because we are helping to keep people from burning on their property a bunch of wet wood all the time after storms or just when trees break. We're helping people to not have a tree fall in their house or their car. I had a tree fall in my car. Wish that I would have got to the wood cutting people before that happened, but it was on my neighbor's property. The tree was on my neighbor's property. There's nothing I could have done about it because that's just how it happened. God wanted it that way, and then guess what? Here I find this wood cutting place. So, the people at a church, the apostolic church, um, in Salem, Morgan. So this is a good thing. They're working with the food banks, and I helped hook them up with another one, and I'm gonna hook them up with probably all of them here pretty soon because I'm going to a big event with all of the people from the food bank. So I'm going to be networking with all of them. That's going to be good. Because I mean, I just started working with the food banks in the late January, middle of January this year. So I've done quite a bit already. So, okay. Hey Don, we do want to add people live, but there's some people on here that, I mean, including you, I think, that I probably would
Well, here's the
not
thing. Here's
put
the
on
thing.
my
Don
live
considered
stream.
you.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
here's the
but
thing.
I'm not. Like, I mean, come on,
Don
think about it.
Don was actually on his way to writing the same thing
Tapeworms.
Taco Bell did. Taco Bell had to take
I
a run
have a
from the border
medical
because
condition actually, and technically I should be dead right now. And the doctors said I would be dead right now. Just so you know, they said I would be dead. Do I look dead to you? No. Um, Iron deficiency anemia, severe iron deficiency anemia, and I mean severe. And I cannot take any kind of oral iron, and I've tried all the ones the doctor gave me, and definitely very allergic. And then I was getting intravenous iron. There's only 5. There might be 6 now. I'm not sure because I haven't checked in the last year. But there was 5 uh, formulations of iron. That's it that you can get in an IV. They try to do it all sorts of different ways to make it work right, to make my body accept it, and give me all other medicines to deal with the side effects. It just didn't work. It was causing me to get really, really sick. I was doing it at the cancer center. I had to do it quite often. Like every couple months, every 3 months. That's a lot. It takes like a month and a half to get over the side effects and start feeling a little bit better. And then I would have like maybe a month of feeling good, and then I was back at having to get more iron. It was a horrible cycle. The iron was making me forget things. I couldn't get everything done that I wanted to. It was like, and I talked to a lot of the cancer patients because of the symptoms that it gives you, really, really weird. And they said that it is quite a bit like true. So I spent a lot of time with them. um, and, we hung out and read and wrote. I wrote tons then. I didn't actually forget everything, but like there was little pieces that I would forget, and then I would have to. I wrote a bunch of things down because of that, so I was always writing things down. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't have a tapeworm. I do have medical issues and conditions, but I don't do drugs. I lost a whole bunch of weight even recently, and there's a bunch of fire smoke outside my house from the neighbors. It's making me sicker. I have super high sensitivities. Like my immune system is very strong, and I can like taste and smell and hear. Just I feel vibrations. I'm very very sensitive. So more than most people. And that's what my immunologist said too. I mean, it's been recorded, it's been shown. My gastroenterologist, I've seen all these different doctors. I've been through the rigmarole. They all told me if I stopped iron infusions, I was going to die within 2 years. Um, I'm definitely having, like, working through trying to deal with it, but I haven't had iron infusions in 3 years. So, yeah. My doctor, I saw a doctor very, very briefly recently, and then I went back to my old GP. But I saw her, and she said, "What are you gonna do? You're not getting iron. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna die." And I said, "I'm gonna live." I just looked at her and said, "I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live." And now you know why I can do things very quickly. Like I already decided a while ago. I I could possibly die. Like this is real. This happened. I decided that in 2018. I was losing a bunch of weight. I used to be 140, 145. That was my normal weight. Then my body just couldn't take all the iron loss. Apparently, it had been happening to me for quite a while since like I was young. So it explains a lot of things that were happening to my body. I had to change all my foods. I should have done it when I was young because I do have all these high sensitivities, but my parents didn't know. They weren't bad parents when it came to food. My dad's a chef, but that was giving me like all this noodles and things like that, and that just made me really sick. So one of the biggest things I got rid of was noodles, and my gut thanks me for it. I used to have pain like all the time. Even my kids would know that. My ex-husband would know that, and he's my ex-husband because really a lot because of how sick I am, also because of some things that he did to me. But regardless of that, give me a second. All right, now you're gonna lost my place. I'll go back and start reading what you guys are writing, and I just did that to myself. I apologize. Shouldn't have done that. Let's see, where are we at? Wow, look at all the writing. Yeah, you guys are all just in the background, just chattering away with each other, huh? Some of it is not so great. And does who speak Spanish? I don't know what the first word of what you wrote, Looney, is. Um, I don't know what that is, but I know what habla español is, obviously, but I'm not sure what that first word is. And I could look it up, I guess, but right now. Um, in January of this year, between December and February, the between December and near the end of January, I lost 30 pounds, and well, almost 30 pounds, let me be accurate, and I got down to 101 pounds. 101. I looked in the mirror and I was like, who is this person? I look like a skeleton. This is embarrassing. When I go out, people think I'm a crackhead, or I mean, literally, like I've been told, are you a crackhead, or asked and kind of insinuated, told at the same time, treated very badly. The only reason people treat me decently is because I treat them decently, because I'm a kind person. It's obvious by the way I do everything. So because I have chosen that path in life, people are kinder to me. However, there are times when I get typecast very badly because of how skinny I've gotten, and sometimes when I lose weight really fast, then it like looks worse, and things like just they don't. Because I mean, I'm lucky that in the type of body type that I have, like everything tightens up and all of that. I don't have to worry so much about. Um, but when you lose weight really fast, there's just nothing you can do sometimes about looking like you, and because it just feels sick, like it's hard. But I will keep pushing to to be there for my kids, to be there for myself, to get the things done that God told me I was going to be able to do, and told me that I was to do. So, if I get them all done in a short time, then um, I guess at least I know I did them, right? So I, there's that. Eh, What is this? Uh, Dave, yes, probably too young for me. Yeah, if you're younger than about, let's see, how young would I go? I suppose it depends. Probably not younger than like 40, 37, maybe. I don't know. Seems young to me. Seems young, and it doesn't really, because I really don't feel like I'm my age, even though it's just how it is. I'm. I mean, it's not that I'm immature. It's not that. I
That
like to.
one guy,
I go outside and play, and I do things that people my age don't seem to do. And I'm like, why are you guys all do? Don't you want to have joy? God said, have joy. Be joyful. If you're happy, be joyful. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Come on.
that one guy had to have like about
I
six
am
or seven
eating. I
accounts.
eat quite a bit actually, and I want to eat some more right now. I've been looking at my food, but I'm trying to keep my phone plugged in. Downs, really? You need to get rid of that. That's not nice. No, of course not. You guys are all gonna be like 40. 40? That is all you. You have no idea how old I am, do you? Mm-hmm.
No, that one guy had to have like several accounts from different fast food joints who was typing out racial slurs.
I'm older than 40, guys. Okay? I'm not
Um,
60. But, okay. That was funny. She's 60. I have more wrinkles now just because of having lost a bunch of weight, but once I gain it back, I'm hopefully going to gain it back. Hopefully. Otherwise, this may be a short lived show.
well, no, it's kind of degenerated. Like that's why I was sitting there eliminating all the racial slurs from chat that were happening by one
I'm
person who
not
apparently.
55. I'm younger than 50, older than 40. That's a good enough range for you to, that's all I'm going to say about it.
Um, can you hear me at all or no?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. I'm
No,
reading
I was gonna
their
say I was trying
comments.
to
Go ahead.
eliminate the crap in chat that was like bunch of racial slurs, bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, I knew you
So,
were. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about what that was there. It's not there anymore, right?
but I mean, no, I just want to admire the fact that that guy has to have like at least 15 different YouTube accounts that he kept on using, each one of which was a branded fast food thing, which was really weird. So God knows what that guy does with his free time. Um,
He's really, really bored, I think. and needs to like pick up a book and or learn some, like honestly, usually bored people need to do something, and also they need attention. I think that's part of, and I don't mean that in a negative down way toward that person. um I I very much am like ravenous of information, and I have been since I was really young, so I can understand that type of mentality. I really can. Not, I can understand it.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Hey, Pat from 2200. That's hilarious. You're like, I'm a psycho. What does you call? Right, really? That's awesome. That's hilarious. It's an interesting joke. Obviously, no one's gonna say yes to that unless they're just they can't read, maybe. But um, and I'm from the future too, and the past, by the way, and outside of time. So we want to talk about that. We can talk about that. My YouTube channel is at Love Is All. Easy, because I came up with Love Is All. So I actually I have more on my Facebook than I do on YouTube. So there's that. I have a bunch of writing and tons of books, and haven't decided where it's all going to go. I have tons of pictures and video and nature and happiness and love and people being kind to each other and just all sorts of things. Let's see.
Good night, Hugo.
Hey, fact teller. Diddy.
Yes.
Send my
Oh,
link.
Lord.
Did you do it? Okay. Um, on Facebook though, there's at Love Is All is a page. There's a page, and you can go on there and like and do things like that. And if you do, then I'll add you, or you can follow, and I'll add you as because if you I'll add you to on my friends list, and so then you can actually talk directly to me that way. I have a public profile and a private one, so I'll just add you to the public one. That way, we can talk, and I'll like make sure you're cool before I put you in my friends group. So I sometimes I don't want to lose track of people. I people in the in the private generally tend to keep people that I know who they are at least first. So so that I can be. I like to be connected to people. I want you to know that that's true of my heart. So, and yes, we're friends. We are. We are. Known each other for 5 years now. Well, over 5 years.
That's right.
Rogans, come on. All right. This is like, you see anybody in here? That's my bed. I don't. If somebody actually wants to cry, or if you're talking about crying because of your laughter, but I'm not going to assume anything like that, I would also assume a thing that
By the way,
might need help first. So if you are that you are going to be crying, then you can write us here. We will talk to you. Um, There
Before
you
it
go.
gets lost in the chat, there is a link to the Facebook page for Love Is All there, right there. So if anybody wants to click on that and like that page as well.
Oh, that's the group one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put?
No, it's just a
That's the
regular
group
page.
one, but yeah.
That,
Oh, did you put the actual page or the Love Is All one is the group?
that's the page, yeah.
Love Is All one is
That's
the
the regular
group
page.
page. The other one is a page. So okay, there's a Facebook page and a Facebook group. The Facebook group is Love Is All one. The Facebook page is Love Is All. The page is attached to my profile, and the group is attached to yours. So if they want to talk to me, they would go to the page. If you want to talk to you, they would go to the group. And not that I'm not going to look at the group because I will, but I know that I'll look at the page faster than the group. Just because not many people have been in the group yet, right? Like how many people are in there right now? You know? We just set it up, so are you there?
Yeah,
How many people are in the group right now?
I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. Unfortunately,
Okay.
I got to figure out make it easy to access from the tablet.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's kind of. I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon, or we should wrap it up
Yeah,
soon. It's
okay.
kind of
Well, usually
getting.
what you look really tired, and I'm having a difficult time keeping a conversation going. So I
Well,
think
not
that's
only
what's going
that,
on.
but like
We're getting like a
the
bunch of
chat is
people just
the chat is just
well, but
generated. I
that's
mean,
those are the people that are writing. And Kim, if you were here, I'm
yes,
sorry I
I'm sorry.
didn't say anything to you sooner. I have somebody from Brooks Life Spring Church that may actually
I
be here.
mean,
So
if
if you're
anything,
here, hello. I apologize for the
yeah,
there's a bunch of things.
this is not.
Listen, this
You're.
group is going to have people writing things. That is the way it is. This is a public forum. People are have free speech, and I am all for free speech. I'm a writer, and I'm a journalist, and I'm a lot of things. So I definitely am for free speech. So
I
that's
mean,
fine
put it
as
this
long
way.
as we're being kind to each other.
What, what is your name,
I
Kim?
mean, I'm not
If you are
obviously not
here,
going to police anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not. It's not me.
Kim, if you are here, I'm sorry. This was not the best moment, I guess, but at least you had a very interesting chat. It was very entertaining, I guess, in some ways, depending on what you consider entertainment. Um, but yeah, isn't YouTube is
We're
long.
fine. We're not. As long as you guys aren't
But the thing
fine.
is,
We're not gonna have any
that was
problems here.
probably, no offense to anybody else in chat, that was probably the smartest comments for the last like 40 minutes.
I have not been banned. I have not been shut down. I've talked about COVID. I wore a mask and talked about COVID. I did all sorts of things like that. My stuff still got out there and I wasn't banned. I don't know why everybody was having so many problems, but I just kept doing things in loving kindness and I didn't have any problem at all. Plus, I worked with emergency management. I suppose that helped me to figure out what to say because I knew what was just bull was helpful because I was not spreading things that weren't true. So um, I vet things pretty well. I mean, and if I did accidentally put something up, I would go back and fix it if I could remember to do so. But yeah, usually I did. I was really busy during that time period, but I mean, there may be something up there, but everybody's got something, right?
Well, besides the fact that I banned the entire fast food industry today, that was interesting. I mean, I mean, I can't help but mention that again. I just love that because that guy had to have like 6 accounts: Ronald McDonald, Taco Bell, KFC,
All right, all
Pizza.
right. Why are you saying it? Why? Don't. This is not their place. This is not the fast food industry's um place. We're not in the business of advertising for them. The last time I checked.
I don't know.
um, I mean, maybe
I
he
think
has stock. Okay, I have stock in one of those. like a very, very small amount. We were talking like, $50. Yeah, okay. But like,
Stephanie,
seriously, because it was only the last couple of
Stephanie,
years. So seriously, come on.
Stephanie, I don't know because I'd say over the last hour and a half we at least sold two extra McRibs from McDonald's. Definitely.
They don't have
This is
any. Don't talk about it. Quit saying that. Ah, fail.
it's like Pee Wee's Playhouse. That was the secret word for the
They
day.
got
Every
you. They got you. No, I'm kidding. It's not a fail. We're all good. I'm playing right now.
yeah,
God
me
knows
too.
we're
I mean
good.
that's oh man. This has been an interesting one. I'll tell you that much. It's been
I don't know what's
amusing.
going on. What's going on is that we had some people that were writing a bunch of things about fast food, and they really liked their fast food, and they wanted their fast food to be something that was always, they had fast food that was not available because it's not on the menu all the time. And some people don't even know if it exists. They're not sure if that fast food item even exists. And so they were discussing whether or not that fast food item is real. They wanted us to say that it was real. They wanted us to admit that maybe it wouldn't be available all the time and that it wasn't going to be around. But I'm going to tell you that that fast food item is a real thing, and it definitely will come back at some point. I don't know. I am not in charge of that. I am not the judge or the jury of that fast food item. And I'm not going to mention its name like someone over here that keeps doing so because for some reason he really wants it on the menu right now. And that's okay. That's fine. I am fine
I
just knowing that it exists and it has helped me quite a bit. I do not actually need to partake of it in a physical form in my mouth, however. I am good with not actually eating
I
it
said I'd
for
like to.
real. And
I said I'd like
they
to
were
visit
also
a
talking
gentleman.
about God, obviously. Those people were kind of, messing with us. But it didn't mess with me at all. I understood. We're good.
I don't
Love
know.
you guys.
I was equating the taste of said food item to masking tape and saying it was absolutely horrid. Um, so I was not
Yeah,
sharing
I
that
do
name.
not like that one certain
Right.
fast
I
food
do not like that
actual
one particular
item.
item.
Ugh.
Alistair.
Like I said, I like cheeseburgers. I'm a cheeseburger girl.
Alistair.
Bacon, do you like cheeseburgers, Thomas?
I do, but
What's
if
your
I had to
favorite
pick,
kind of cheeseburger? Like, what do you like on your cheeseburger? Tell me what you like on your cheeseburger.
I would like to have a pretzel bun actually. Uh, I'd like to have some kind of like I don't know what kind of sauce I would actually put on. Maybe like a horseradish sauce, um, and probably some jalapenos and well, and then like at least two kinds of cheese and a lettuce
Mm.
base. I think we'd be okay with that. Maybe
All
some
right, like
bacon too.
green leaf lettuce.
Maybe
You
some
want like green
bacon.
leaf? Maybe.
I'd rather have some shredded lettuce, some nice, finely shredded
Oh,
lettuce.
you want that? Can you have shredded green leaf or something, romaine or something? Do you really need that iceberg stuff? It has no. It's just water with in veins. Water leaves. Water leaves.
But yeah,
Thanks, Michael. I do like iceberg lettuce, but I found out there's a bunch of other ones that are really good, and if they're fresh and healthy, like if it's a good source of that lettuce, it tastes really yummy. So, and also the nutrition factor, and I need as much nutrition as I can get. Actually, I'm going to be eating some chocolate, dark chocolate oat cookies by a company. Anyway, actually, I wouldn't mind if they sent me some because I love them. I love them a lot. The cookies, I really love them. Um, they
that's what
they
I was
sit
about
well
to
on my
say.
tummy, which is down here.
That's
Hey,
what I was about to say
tummy.
too. The other one would probably be spinach. Honestly, like this gentleman said.
I'm hungry.
Oh boy, not 22.
Some of them, and like uh, grilled onions and mushrooms, and yeah, I like the cheese too in balance. lots of pickles, often bacon. I've eaten them with fried eggs and ham and muffaladas. Like I like them like almost like muffaladas. If you've been down south and you've had muffaladas, those are really good. Everyone should look up muffaladas now, find out how to make them, get some French rolls, and you can make them at home. You just shred up some you like shred up some meat or like cut them into little tiny pieces, and you can use meat or if you like crab and things like that, you can do crab and shrimp, and I mean like I really like it with that. And then you mix it up with like mayonnaise and whatever you want really, but it's usually mayonnaise and then like some cayenne or you don't have to do that either if you don't want to, but and like Cajun seasoning or something, but I leave out the black pepper because I'm allergic now. I can do cayenne though. And anyway, you mix it all up together. Mix up some cheese in it if you want. I like to put shredded cheese in it. And then I put like in it like green olives, like chopped really little, or like olive tapenade works really well. I found out that you can use olive tapenade and mix it up in there, and then you put it all together and then you cook it. It's super good. You can cook it all sorts of ways. I usually grill the bread, like the inside of the bread, the outside first, and then my dad's a chef and my mom's from the south. What do you guys want from me? Okay, I can see the look on his face, and I can almost hear people in the background going, "Wow, she went off on food really fast." I can cook,
We'll turn to the
baby.
channel. But that person's right. But on that note, now that we're all hungry, I think we're all going to leave and go eat cheeseburgers or possibly
I'm not ready to go buy a cheeseburger. Seriously, I don't have. I have like $5 to my name
or
right now, and I want a
or maybe
cheeseburger
even
so bad. I'm gonna go buy a cheeseburger.
or maybe even some
Uh,
people will seek out the sandwich that must not be named, the Voldemort of sandwich. But
I'm sorry
it was
about
nice
the
talking.
moving camera. I really am. It won't be moving next time. I promise. I'll have it all charged up. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, definitely it is 2 in the morning here and 12 over there. So yeah, definitely time to go. Thank you guys. Sorry about all the trolling today. To your friend whose name was, what was her name again? What was, your, what was that
Kim.
person's name? You
Kim.
sorry if you're there.
Kim.
It was a bad day for trolls.
And
A
yeah,
lot of
it's
breaking
almost.
across
Oh,
the
it's almost midnight. We're not gonna wait. It's almost midnight here.
no.
Midnight to
I think
midnight.
I think
I
we'll be
go walking. No. do,
I think we'll be
do, do.
I think we can lose the 6 minutes
Clearly,
of
I need to
still
eat,
talking about our
people.
day.
Hey, Jacob.
He came in at the wrong time. He came in at the wrong
Jacob,
time.
Jacob, hey, Jacob, hey. Who else is here? John likes cheeseburgers too. What? Oh, they said something about your hair gel? I didn't see that part, but okay.
Yeah. But
Have been. Let's see what else we got. I know I read that fresh spinach thing. I like that. I do like that. I I like Michael Brogan's off obviously. I mean, who wouldn't like somebody saying that they're fine and he's digging me or them or whatever? I was hoping that was
right.
a good thing. Yeah. Is there anything else I missed that I really should respond to?
Not really.
Well, I don't. I just. I mean, I don't want to miss anybody's like genuine conversation. You know,
Kind of searching for
not
people
just
on FaceTime with
joking
that.
around.
Um, but yeah. But anyway, I think we're going to say goodbye for today as we approach this time of night. And you guys have a wonderful night. Try to behave yourselves, eat cheeseburgers, and go in peace. And we will see you next time. If you found this enjoyable, tune in for number
Hey, did
9.
you? Hey, did you read the bottom one? It says what to tell me.
I tell her that all the time, so I don't need. I tell her that all the time.
I say it here.
Oh, I tell you, you're
Say it
beautiful all
here
the
so I
time.
can
You
see
always
your
do.
face.
I do.
Because
I do
I
tell
look
her. I
in
tell her
people's
she's
face and
beautiful
I
all the
look at
time.
them and I say, "You're beautiful. Do you know that you are absolutely beautiful to me? Do you have any idea how beautiful you are? Like I can see you. I see all of you right now.
I
You
see.
are
I know.
beautiful. Yes."
You are beautiful. You are beautiful. There's no chisme anymore.
Oh, oh, and then they said something about tacos, and I'm like, oh, chicken tacos. Oh, yes, but I can't afford those. They're too expensive for the tiny little bit. Oh man, and then I bring it home and I add extra cheese to it to make sure I have enough cheese, but enough food. Sorry. Yes, you are beautiful, and I love to eat.
And apparently
Bring me
cheeseburgers
food,
from
I will
7-Eleven
marry
ain't
you.
it. But
What?
oh
Sorry, but it's true.
well.
A fire pit outside, hot water, and I'm gonna make like a hot spring thing. I have this all planned out. So I'm gonna make a hot spring with, and then have the fire pit actually warm up the water, and the water's gonna flow so that it'll do a natural flow, and then that way it'll clean stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna have all that, and if someone helps me keep the fire going, and brings me food, like, seriously, that is pretty much all it takes.
But on that note, I think I'm going to end this now that we all know.
Well, and love
I
God,
think.
please. At least, please, 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 please. Thank you.
Right. But okay. On that, on those tips and pointers, I will let everybody go. Thank you for being here. Still like and subscribe. The video will be up later, and then we'll see you next time.
At Love Is All, that one's mine
Goodbye.
too. At Love Is All one,
Yes, of course.
or sorry, at Tom Spy 77. Love Is All one. That's
Right.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
So like and subscribe to both, and we'll put things up on both, and put your alert notification little bell thing on there, right? Isn't it the bell that they click on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the notifications, you click on the bell. But
Yeah, and you can go to
thank
our Facebooks too. I'm on Instagram and Snapchat as well. Oh, my Instagram, I have an AI now, just for fun, but I only had sent it out to like a few people. But it totally understands me. Totally does. I taught it well. I'm good at teaching AI, so I knew what to do for that.
okay. Well, all right.
You are
See you guys
beautiful.
next time.
AI, I love you. You're beautiful.
But I'm going to hit the button soon. Okay? You ready? Hit the button.
It's at Love Is All one. No, at Love Is All. It's either at Love Is All or at Love Is All one. My Snapchat is at Love Is All one, so I think my Insta, yeah, is at Love Is All.
Okay. I'm going to hit the button. Good night, you guys, and good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone.